Daily Horoscope Analysis for Aries. May 8, 2025 General Outlook. Aries, May 8th brings a compelling blend of opportunity and challenge as Mars, your ruling planet, creates dynamic energy patterns across your chart. This Thursday carries transformative potential, particularly for matters requiring your legendary initiative. The cosmic atmosphere supports bold moves while simultaneously testing your patience, a classic Aries paradox you're well-equipped to navigate. Career dynamics. Your professional sphere buzzes with activity today. A project you've been developing since January reaches a critical implementation phase. Those in leadership positions will find themselves mediating unexpected conflicts among team members, showcasing your natural diplomatic abilities that often surprise others. Workplace communications take on added significance that email or message you've been hesitating to send. The stars align for favorable reception today. For job-seeking Aries, a connection from your past reemerges with valuable information about an unposted opportunity aligned with your true passions rather than merely your experience. Financial landscape. Financially, May 8th highlights long-term planning over immediate gains. The planetary alignment suggests reviewing investment portfolios with particular attention to technology sectors. An unexpected expense related to communication technology may arise. Consider it an investment rather than a burden. Your financial intuition runs especially strong in the afternoon hours, making this an excellent time to brainstorm innovative income streams that leverage your natural leadership abilities. Avoid impulsive purchases, particularly those motivated by competitive feelings. Relationships and connections. In romantic relationships, authenticity becomes your greatest asset today. Partnered Aries may discover new emotional depths through conversations that accidentally touch on vulnerable topics. The vulnerability you show creates unprecedented closeness. Single Aries encounter intriguing connections through professional networks or skill-building environments rather than typical social settings. A conversation beginning about practical matters reveals surprising personal compatibility. Regardless of relationship status, family communications benefit from your increased patience today, something the universe is specifically helping you develop during this period. Health and vitality. Your physical energy follows an interesting pattern today, strong in early morning, dipping mid-afternoon, then resurging in the evening hours. This natural rhythm suggests scheduling high-focus activities before 2 p.m. and creative or collaborative projects for after 5 p.m. Hydration needs particular attention, as Mars' influence tends to accelerate your metabolism while you remain unaware of increased fluid needs. The neck and shoulder area may accumulate tension, responding well to stretching or brief self-massage techniques between tasks. A 5-minute meditation focusing specifically on breathing can reset your mental clarity during energy dips. Personal growth opportunities. May 8th presents a fascinating growth opportunity through what initially appears as an obstacle. Watch for situations that trigger your legendary Aries impatience. Each represents a cosmic classroom designed specifically for developing your evolutionary edge. Your intuitive insights run especially strong regarding other people's unexpressed needs. This temporary enhancement of your empathic abilities serves both personal and professional relationships when consciously applied. Journal-worthy realizations emerge if you allow yourself brief moments of reflection amid action. Cosmic influences and planetary positions. Mars, in dynamic aspect to Jupiter, expands your natural confidence while potentially encouraging overcommitment. Balance ambition with realistic time assessment. Mercury's favorable position enhances your already considerable persuasive abilities, particularly in writing and digital communications. The Moon's position activates your sector of hidden knowledge, bringing subconscious insights to conscious awareness if you create space to receive them. Saturn's influence provides welcome structure to your naturally spontaneous approach, particularly beneficial for complex projects requiring sustained effort. Social dynamics. Socially, You radiate magnetic energy today, drawing others into your orbit with minimal effort. Group settings highlight your natural leadership, though stars suggest practicing the art of spotlighting others' contributions rather than directing all activities. An existing friendship transforms through unexpected shared interests discovered through casual conversation. Evening social plans benefit from flexibility rather than rigid scheduling, as transportation or communication delays may necessitate adjustments. Your characteristic directness is especially appreciated by those tired of social pretense. Compatibilities and challenges. Your harmonious connections today flow naturally with Leo, Sagittarius, and surprisingly, Aquarius friends and colleagues. These relationships offer both support and stimulation without triggering competitive instincts. More challenging interactions may arise with Cáncer and Capricorn individuals, unless you consciously moderate your pace to accommodate their more methodical approaches. Gemini connections offer unexpected intellectual stimulation that sparks innovative ideas worth documenting immediately. Libra collaborations prove especially productive when focused on creative or design-oriented projects. Strategic guidance. To maximize today's potential, begin with your highest priority intellectual tasks during the morning's clarity. Save routine or administrative responsibilities for mid-afternoon, when your revolutionary thinking temporarily dims, making you more tolerant of necessary but uninspiring details. Evening hours support networking, relationship building, and creative brainstorming. Throughout the day, the planetary message emphasizes conscious breaks between activities. Even 30 seconds of transition time enhances your effectiveness across different domains. Reflective questions for personal insight. As you move through this dynamic day, consider, where might impatience be costing you valuable information or connection? What patterns in professional relationships reflect lessons you're currently learning? How can you distinguish between genuine, intuitive hits and reactive impulses? In what areas of life are you resisting necessary evolution, despite recognizing its value? Your answers contain personalized wisdom that extends beyond today's influences. Affirmations for amplifying positive energy. Powerful statements to reinforce throughout the day include: I balance decisive action with strategic patience. My natural leadership inspires others while creating space for their contributions. I communicate both confidently and thoughtfully, enhancing all my relationships. I recognize opportunities others might miss while maintaining discernment about which to pursue. This cosmic weather report for May 8th, 2025 highlights your Aries strengths while supporting refined expression of your natural gifts. The day's challenges are precisely calibrated to your current evolutionary edge, neither too comfortable nor too overwhelming. By evening reflection, you'll likely recognize how perfectly designed this day was for your continuing development as both leader and teammate in life's grand adventure. The planetary alignments for Aries on May 8, 2025 create a fascinating cosmic landscape that significantly impacts your energy and focus. Neptune continues its transformative journey through your sign, heightening your intuition and spiritual sensitivity. This position blurs the boundaries between your personal identity and universal consciousness, creating both inspiration and occasional confusion about your path forward. Today, Neptune forms a subtle but meaningful sextile with the Moon, making this an excellent day for meditation or creative visualization. Your dreams may be especially prophetic in the coming night. The Sun in Taurus activates your second house of resources and values, bringing attention to financial matters and personal possessions. This creates a grounding influence that helps balance Neptune's ethereal energy. With Mercury also in Taurus, your practical thinking is enhanced, though communication about money matters requires extra clarity. Venus has moved into Gemini in your third house, creating a charming quality to your speech and writing. This placement facilitates smoother interactions with siblings, neighbors, and in daily communications. The most dynamic planetary aspect affecting you today is Mars in Leo forming a trine to your natal Aries energy. This creates a powerful fire trine that boosts your confidence and creative expression. Mars in your fifth house ignites passion projects and romantic pursuits. Jupiter and Uranus continue their conjunction in Gemini, revolutionizing your communication sector and potentially bringing unexpected news or brilliant ideas today. This conjunction specifically forms a supportive sextile to your Aries sun, offering opportunities for expansion through learning and social connections. Saturn's position in Pisces in your 12th house creates some background tension as it squares your natal sun position. This may manifest as subtle doubts or responsibilities that weigh on you behind the scenes. Addressing spiritual or psychological matters directly will help alleviate this pressure. Pluto in Aquarius continues its slow transformation of your 11th house of friendships and collective endeavors, bringing intensity to group dynamics. Today, it forms a harmonious trine to Mercury in your second house, potentially revealing hidden financial opportunities through your network. The North Node in Taurus emphasizes your second house journey, suggesting that material security and self-worth development are crucial growth areas during this period. This nodal position works with today's Taurus sun to highlight lessons about value and resources that support your evolutionary path. The asteroid Chiron in your sign forms a conjunction with Neptune today, bringing healing potential to old wounds related to identity and self-expression. This may temporarily intensify sensitivity, but offers profound healing if embraced consciously. The moon in Aquarius travels through your 11th house of friendships and future hopes, creating emotional attunement to collective energies and social connections. A challenging square between the moon and Uranus today may bring unexpected emotional reactions within group settings. On May 8, 2025, Aries, your communication sector receives powerful cosmic activation as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Mars. This planetary alignment significantly enhances your verbal abilities and intellectual sharpness. Your words carry extra weight today, making this an excellent time for important conversations, presentations, or pitching ideas. The Mercury-Mars trine infuses your speech with confidence and conviction that can win over even the most skeptical audience. Your thoughts flow logically, and your ability to articulate complex concepts improves dramatically under this influence. This cosmic blessing extends to all forms of communication: written, verbal, and even non-verbal cues seem more effective today. Notice how people respond more favorably to your ideas and suggestions. With the moon in Gemini highlighting your third house of communication, your mind is particularly nimble and adaptable. You're able to switch between different topics with ease and maintain engaging conversations across various subjects. This lunar position also enhances your curiosity, encouraging you to ask insightful questions that lead to meaningful exchanges. However, be mindful of an approaching square between Mercury and Neptune later in the day. This aspect could introduce subtle miscommunications or confusion. Double-check important details and avoid making assumptions about what others understand. The Neptune influence adds a creative dimension to your thinking, but can sometimes cloud logical reasoning. Throughout the day, you'll notice your natural Aries assertiveness is tempered with unusual diplomatic flair. Venus in your communication sector helps soften your delivery without diminishing your message's impact. This balanced approach opens doors that might otherwise remain closed if you relied solely on your characteristic directness. Digital communication channels work particularly well for you today. Social media posts, emails, and text messages may receive more positive attention than usual. If you've been considering starting a blog, podcast, or online content channel, today's energy supports taking that first step. For Aries in educational settings, this is an exceptional day for participating in class discussions, giving presentations, or defending viewpoints. Your ability to think on your feet is heightened, allowing you to respond effectively to unexpected questions or challenges. In personal relationships, difficult conversations that you've been postponing become easier to navigate. The planetary support helps you express your authentic feelings without unnecessary conflict. Partners and close friends will appreciate your clarity and honesty. Writers, speakers, and content creators with Aries placements will find their creative expression flowing more naturally today. Ideas that have been gestating in your mind now find their perfect verbal or written form. This is also an auspicious day for signing contracts or negotiating agreements, as your communication skills give you an edge in ensuring your interests are well represented. The evening brings a subtle shift as the moon forms aspects with Jupiter, expanding your vision and helping you see the bigger picture in your communications. Conversations may turn to philosophical topics or future plans. Notice how your words have the power to inspire others toward action. As Mercury moves through your second house, your communication style reflects values-based thinking. You'll find yourself naturally incorporating discussions about what matters most to you, both tangible resources and intangible principles. This authenticates your message and helps others connect with your true intentions. Remember to listen as well as speak today. With all this communicative energy, there's a risk of dominating conversations. The most productive exchanges will be those where you utilize your enhanced expressive abilities while still remaining receptive to others' input. The day's planetary positions particularly favor communication related to financial matters, resources, and material concerns. Your ability to negotiate, persuade, and express your needs in these areas is significantly enhanced. Aries, May 8, 2025 presents a fascinating financial landscape for you as Mars, your ruling planet, forms a productive trine with Jupiter in money-conscious Taurus. This planetary alignment opens doors to unexpected financial opportunities, particularly in areas where you've previously invested your energy and passion. The day begins with a surge of financial intuition, as the moon in Scorpio illuminates your 8th house of shared resources, investments, and financial transformations. This is not merely coincidental. It's a cosmic signal to pay attention to collaborative ventures that could multiply your wealth. Your natural assertiveness is enhanced today, giving you the confidence to negotiate better terms or ask for that raise you've been contemplating. Notice how financial conversations flow more smoothly than usual. Mercury's position supports clear communication about money matters. The first half of the day favors reviewing investment portfolios and making strategic adjustments. You might discover an overlooked opportunity in a sector related to technology or innovative services. Venus, currently in your second house of personal finances, brings a harmonious energy to your earning potential. Resources could come through unexpected channels, particularly from contacts you made approximately 3 months ago. Around midday, a significant financial insight might arrive through an unlikely source, perhaps a casual conversation or an article that catches your attention. This is Saturn's influence encouraging you to build more stable financial foundations. Pay particular attention to opportunities involving real estate, sustainable resources, or educational ventures. These sectors show particular promise for Aries natives today. Jupiter's expansive energy creates favorable conditions for launching new financial initiatives, especially those requiring courage and pioneering spirit, qualities you naturally possess in abundance. However, be mindful of Pluto's distant square to your sign, which warns against getting involved in financial schemes that promise unrealistic returns. The most promising financial avenues today involve situations where you can take the lead or introduce fresh approaches to existing problems. Your creative financial thinking is especially sharp, allowing you to see value where others might miss it. Consider reaching out to financial allies, particularly those connected to foreign markets or educational institutions, as cross-pollination of ideas could generate lucrative outcomes. The evening hours bring a subtle shift as the moon transitions, suggesting you finalize any financial decisions before sunset. Collaborations started today have particularly strong long-term potential, especially those involving innovative technologies or communication platforms. Notice which financial discussions naturally gain momentum. These are the universe's clues about which direction deserves your resources. Your financial courage is your greatest asset today, but balance it with thorough research. Document any financial insights that arise, as they might contain the seeds of a profitable venture that will develop over the coming months. Look for connections between seemingly unrelated economic factors. Your ability to spot these patterns gives you an edge over competition. Trust your instincts regarding which financial opportunities to pursue, but verify details before committing significant resources. The final hours of the day favor reviewing your financial goals and adjusting timelines based on today's developments. A conversation with someone from your past could unexpectedly open doors to a promising financial collaboration. Overall, May 8th marks a day when your natural Aries leadership qualities can translate directly into financial advancement if you remain alert to the subtle opportunities presenting themselves. May 8, 2025 presents Aries natives with particularly fortunate energies in several key life areas. With Neptune continuing its journey through your sign, there's a mystical, almost magical quality to your personal endeavors today. This Neptune influence amplifies your intuitive abilities, making this an exceptionally fortunate day for artistic pursuits, spiritual practices, and activities requiring creative visualization. The universe is quite literally speaking to you through hunches and subtle impressions that shouldn't be ignored. The sun in Taurus illuminates your second house of personal resources, bringing fortunate developments related to finances and possessions. You might discover an overlooked source of income or receive unexpected value from something you already own. Jupiter's influence from Gemini activates your third house of communication and local connections, creating particularly fortunate circumstances through conversations, messages, and short trips in your immediate environment. Information received today could lead to significant opportunities, especially when shared with siblings, neighbors, or close acquaintances. Uranus in Gemini forms a harmonious aspect to your ruling planet Mars, creating surprisingly fortunate circumstances through technology, innovative ideas, and unconventional approaches. This combination makes today exceptionally fortunate for launching digital projects, experimenting with new communication methods, or applying cutting-edge solutions to persistent problems. The moon in Aquarius forms a trine to your sign, opening fortunate pathways through group activities, community involvement, and humanitarian efforts. Your ability to network effectively is heightened, with fortunate connections potentially forming through shared ideals and collaborative projects. Venus, in a favorable position, creates fortunate circumstances in relationships, particularly those that challenge or complement your natural assertiveness. Someone with a more diplomatic approach may bring unexpected good fortune your way. Physical activities, especially those involving quick movement and hand-eye coordination, align perfectly with today's fortunate energies. Sports, exercise, or any form of physical exertion will not only invigorate you but potentially lead to fortunate encounters or realizations. Educational settings prove surprisingly fortunate today, whether formal or informal. Teaching, learning, writing, and sharing knowledge all carry special blessings. Even brief periods of study could yield disproportionately valuable insights. The western and southwestern areas of your city or living space align with today's fortunate energies. If seeking luck, consider spending time in these directions or focusing activities there. Colors like turquoise, silver, and yellow attract fortunate circumstances today, making them ideal choices for clothing or surroundings when pursuing important objectives. The hours between 10 a.m. and noon offer a particularly potent window of fortunate energy, making this the optimal time to initiate important communications or make meaningful connections. To maximize today's fortunate areas, remain adaptable and mentally agile. Fortune favors those Aries who can quickly shift perspectives and integrate seemingly unrelated ideas. Your natural pioneering spirit combined with today's intellectual energy, creates a powerful fortunate synergy when you remain open to unexpected pathways and possibilities. As the cosmos aligns on May 8, 2025, Aries natives will experience a particularly dynamic day in their social sphere. With Venus forming a sextile to Jupiter, your natural charisma is amplified, making this an exceptional day for expanding your social circle. The energy you radiate today is magnetic, drawing people toward your confident and enthusiastic nature. This planetary position greatly enhances your ability to connect with others on both intellectual and emotional levels. Take advantage of this favorable aspect by accepting invitations to social gatherings or networking events that might appear unexpectedly. The universe is supporting your social endeavors today, making it easier to establish meaningful connections that could prove valuable in the future. Your ruling planet, Mars in the communicative sign of Gemini, adds an extra layer of eloquence to your typically direct communication style. You'll find yourself able to express your thoughts and desires with unusual clarity and persuasiveness, which serves you well in group settings. This Mars placement helps you articulate your ideas without coming across as overly aggressive, striking the perfect balance between assertion and diplomacy. The moon in Libra, occupying your 7th house of partnerships, amplifies your desire for connection and highlights one-on-one interactions. You might feel particularly drawn to balancing relationships today, seeking harmony and fairness in your exchanges with others. This lunar position makes it an ideal time to resolve any lingering tensions with friends or colleagues, as you'll have an enhanced ability to see situations from multiple perspectives. Mercury's favorable aspect to Saturn provides a grounding influence that helps you form more stable and lasting connections rather than fleeting acquaintances. This aspect supports deeper conversations that go beyond surface-level small talk, potentially leading to meaningful friendships built on shared values and mutual respect. Watch for a potential square between the Sun in Taurus and Pluto, which could trigger power dynamics in group settings. You might notice subtle competition or manipulation attempts within your social circle. Your challenge today is to navigate these undercurrents without getting pulled into unnecessary power struggles. Use your natural leadership qualities wisely by fostering collaboration rather than competition. For Aries in romantic relationships, today offers a wonderful opportunity to socialize as a couple. Introducing your partner to friends or colleagues could strengthen both your romantic bond and your social network simultaneously. Single Aries might find that friends or acquaintances play matchmaker today, potentially introducing you to someone with long-term potential. Jupiter's influence in your communication sector suggests that social media and digital platforms could be particularly fruitful for connection today. An unexpected message or comment could lead to a valuable new friendship or professional alliance. Don't dismiss casual online interactions, as they may develop into something more substantial. For professional networking, today's planetary alignment supports authentic connection rather than strategic positioning. People will respond more positively to your genuine enthusiasm than to calculated networking attempts. Share your passions openly, and you'll naturally attract those who resonate with your energy and vision. The asteroid Chiron in your sign forms a harmonious trine with the North Node, suggesting that vulnerability in social settings may actually strengthen rather than weaken your connections today. Sharing something personal or revealing a challenge you've overcome could create powerful bonds with others who have similar experiences. This is a day when your wounds can become sources of connection rather than isolation. Be mindful of Neptune's influence, which could cloud your judgment regarding certain friendships. If something feels off about a new acquaintance, or if promises seem too good to be true, trust your intuition and proceed cautiously. Not all connections formed today will be equally beneficial, so maintain healthy boundaries even as you open yourself to new relationships. Your 5th house of pleasure and creativity receives beneficial aspects today, making artistic or recreational group activities particularly rewarding. Consider joining friends for creative pursuits, sports, or entertainment. Shared experiences will strengthen bonds more effectively than conversation alone. By day's end, a lunar aspect to Uranus may bring unexpected social developments or surprising revelations from friends. Remain flexible and open-minded, as the most valuable connections might emerge from completely unanticipated sources or circumstances. Overall, May 8th presents Aries with a potent opportunity for social growth and connection, provided you balance your natural assertiveness with receptivity to others. With Neptune continuing its transit through your sign, today calls for a moment of genuine self-reflection before taking action. The morning hours bring a powerful alignment between your ruling planet Mars and Jupiter, creating an exceptional window for initiative, but only after you've clarified your intentions. This isn't about hesitation, it's about precision of purpose. Take 5 minutes upon waking to visualize your desired outcomes for the day. Your ambition is particularly heightened today as the Sun in Taurus illuminates your second house of resources and values. Channel this energy constructively by prioritizing tasks that build long-term security rather than chasing immediate gratification. The financial decision you make today could have ripple effects extending through autumn, so approach monetary matters with both confidence and careful consideration. Communication requires extra attention with Mercury forming a challenging aspect to Saturn. Words have unusual weight today. Speak with intention and listen even more carefully. A misunderstanding at work could be turned into an opportunity for deeper connection if you respond with patience rather than defensiveness. Pay special attention around 2 p.m. when an important message may arrive through an unexpected channel. Your physical energy fluctuates today with the moon in Scorpio, triggering your 8th house. Honor your body's rhythms rather than pushing against them. Short, intense bursts of activity, followed by brief recovery periods, will prove more productive than sustained effort. Hydration is particularly important. Your intuitive faculties are heightened when properly nourished. Venus in your 3rd house brings a touch of diplomacy to your naturally direct approach. Use this influence to soften your delivery without compromising your message. A colleague or family member who has resisted your ideas in the past may suddenly become receptive if you present your thoughts with both conviction and consideration for their perspective. Today's Pluto retrograde continues to stir deep psychological material related to friendships and collective endeavors. Pay attention to recurring thoughts about a specific social situation. There's wisdom in these patterns. The solution to a long-standing group dynamic may emerge if you're willing to examine your own contribution to the situation with honesty. Uranus brings unexpected developments in your communication sector. Be prepared for plans to shift suddenly, particularly regarding siblings, neighbors, or local activities. Flexibility will be your greatest asset. What initially seems like an unwelcome disruption could open doors to experiences more aligned with your authentic path. Evening hours bring a powerful trine between the Moon and Neptune across your transformation and identity sectors. This creates ideal conditions for spiritual practice, artistic expression, or intimate connection. Dreams tonight may carry significant messages. Keep a notebook nearby to record impressions upon waking tomorrow. Your keyword for maximizing today's potential: calibration. Like an archer adjusting for wind conditions before releasing the arrow, take time to sense the energetic environment before committing your force. The warrior succeeds not only through courage, but through strategic timing. Today, your characteristic Aries impulse to charge forward serves you best when tempered with mindfulness about precisely when and how to move. The color red brings particular power today. Incorporate it subtly into your attire or environment to amplify your natural confidence. A brief meditation focusing on your root chakra before important engagements will help ground your considerable energy, preventing scattered efforts while maintaining your characteristic enthusiasm. Finally, remember that with Jupiter expanding opportunities in your resource sector, abundance flows most freely when you release attachment to specific outcomes. Trust your capacity to adapt and thrive regardless of circumstances. Today's challenges are less about external obstacles and more about refining your relationship with your own formidable power. The ram climbs highest when balancing determination with discernment. Daily horoscope analysis for Aries. May 8, 2025 general outlook. Aries, May 8th brings a compelling blend of opportunity and challenge as Mars, your ruling planet, creates dynamic energy patterns across your chart. This Thursday carries transformative potential, particularly for matters requiring your legend.